Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss the another form of market, monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. Monopolistic monopolistic competition. As I have already discussed, perfect competition and monopoly. Monopolistic competition is the combination of features of both features of both perfect competition, perfect competition and monopoly monopoly market means in monopolistic competition it is a combination of features of both perfect competition and monopoly market. What we call monopolistic competition, in monopolistic competition there are many sellers, money money sellers and large number of buyers, money sellers, but they are producing differentiated product. They are producing differentiated product. Means every firm produces different products from the other firm. Meaning no two firms products are same, be it quality or quantity. They are different from each other. Their difference is based on, yes, their difference is based on trademark, trademark, or we can another brand name. And on the base of these, firms are differentiating their products. They are producing products on the basis of trademark and brand name. Like if you observe at the marketplace, as we using, yes, daily needs, like, yes, close up, right, tooth, toothpaste, close up, and yes, Colgate. Pepsodent. These are, if we observe a market, these are daily needs. We use daily these for closing of teeth, close up, Colgate, Pepsodent. These are, if we, yes, use them, these are substitutes of either, substitute goods of each other. But on the base of trademark, on the base of brand name, firms are producing these goods. Means some firms produce on the base of produce on the Colgate, some produce on the Pepsodent, some produce on the close up. But if we use, they are substitute each other, substitute goods. If the close up is not available at the market, we can use Colgate. If Colgate is not available at the market, we can use Pepsodent. Meaning, on the basis of these trademark or brand name, firms are selling the product. Different set of products are produced by different firms. This trademark, as I tell you, is the combination of perfect competition and monopoly, meaning monopolistic competition. This trademark gives them monopoly power in the market. As if any firm, yes, any firm using selling cost for expenditure, selling cost we call expenditure made on advertising, means may, any firm makes yes, expenditure on advertising. For example, this for yes, to promote the Pepsodent, definitely he can higher the price of this as due to advertising. Yes, buyer has to bear the burden. as he can higher the price of this pepsodine as he invests in advertising in order to promote his sale. Means he can use monopoly power at the market. Due to this trade name and brand name, definitely he can use monopoly power in the market. But as we read, perfect competition. There are many sellers, large number of buyers. Due to competition, definitely sellers will not get, yes, full power at the market, but they get partially, not wholly and solely. As we are combining two features, both perfect competition and monopoly. Competition is prevailing in the market as there are many sellers and buyers. Definitely, monopoly power. Yes, seller can get monopoly power, but partially, not wholly and solely at the marketplace. As there are competition always exist in the market. This we call perfect competition. Meanwhile, there are many similar producers and differentiated products based on trademark and brand name. Like I tell, these produce substitute goods like Close-Up, Colgate, and Pepsodent. And sellers can definitely get monopoly power at the marketplace due to their trade name, brand name. They can higher the price as they had invested by way of advertising in order to promote his sale. Now, I will discuss features of the monopolistic competition. Features of monopolistic competition. First one, yes, as I tell you, large number of buyers and sellers. Why this are many sellers? Why this? As I tell you, it's a combination of monopoly and perfect competition. And perfect, a large number of buyers and sellers. We can easily read there are a large number of buyers and sellers producing yes different goods and services at the market. But the yes size of the market is small. Size of the market is small. Meaning we can easily write large number of there are large number of buyers and sellers and the market. But in monopolistic competition, size of the market is small. Size of market is small. As there are yes many sellers and buyers in the marketplace, but size of market is small. It is not large. Second, yes, product differentiation. Product differentiation. As I discussed, product what we call product differentiation. Every seller sells a differentiated product, different product. They are not producing the same product, but different product based on their trade name. As I discussed, based on their trade name, trademark. Definitely, as like I tell Colgate's as Close-Up, they are substitute goods. Means firm produces differentiated product, different products at the marketplace. Third one, I will give example like based on trademark and brand name, as they are producing Close-Up, Colgate, yes, Pepsodent, yes, Pepsodent. These are the close substitutes. And firm is producing close substitutes at the market. Due to competition, yes, competition in the market. Third, no perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge. No perfect knowledge. As there are many sellers, a large number of buyers and sellers, buyer have no knowledge regarding the price of the product. Buyers have no knowledge, no knowledge related to price of the product. price of the product. As there are many sellers, different sellers sell their, as I tell you, due to trade name or brand name, definitely some sellers hide the price. Means buyer has no knowledge about the price of the product. Price of the product. Fourth one, no mobility of factors, less mobility of factors. Mobile, no less mobile of factors. Less mobility of factors. Means land labor these can now move easily from one seller to another, one firm to another firm. Yes, firm cannot move simply. Firm can not move from one industry to another. One industry to another. One industry to another. As we are reading combination of futures, definitely if we make analysis of monopoly market, definitely there is some restriction. This restriction applies here. Less mobility of factors. Factors cannot move mobile, or factors cannot move easily from one industry to another industry. Last one feature of the monopolistic competition. That is fifth one. Low quantity is sold at higher price. At higher price. As I tell you, there's a competition between the buyers and sellers. There are many sellers and large number of buyers. There's a competition. Due to this competition, it is only possible if yes if seller lowers the price, lowers the price, more quantity more quantity of a commodity can be sold. As I tell, when there is a competition, there are many sellers. It is only possible when seller lowers the price, then definitely he can sell more goods and services. There's an inverse relationship. A price fall, demand increase. When he will lower the price, definitely other buyers, they will move towards those sellers who lower the price, as they will buy more of the quantity of goods and services. With this low quantity of goods, demand curve has definitely negative slope. This is y, this is 0, this is x, this is price. As demand curve will be downward sloping. Why? As I tell you, as there are many sellers, there is a competition between the sellers. Definitely, only that seller will be sell more goods and who will lower the price. For example, this initial, this is P, this initial Q. When any seller, for example A, B, when firm lowers the price, definitely he will sell more goods and service. And price follows P to P1, definitely quantity will increase go to Q1. Means he will sold out more goods when he lowers the price. Definitely means demand curve has a negative slope. Now, last concluding line I will draw. What we read till this time, what you have to remember in future. First, you have to understand perfect competition. Perfect competition. What you have to understand, remember, this perfect competition. Y0x. This is monopoly market. This is monopolistic competition. This is monopoly A, B, C. Now, what will be the shape in yes? what you have to remember. This is y, this is 0, this is x, this is y, this is 0, this is x. Here is price, here is quantity, here is quantity, here is price, here is price, here is quantity. What you have to keep in mind and what you have to remember for future. In perfect competition, demand curve is horizontal to x-axis. D curve means demand is perfectly elastic, or demand is perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic. Whatever will be the quantity, definitely buyer can buy too much quantity at the minimum price. Q1, Q2 means and perfect competition. Demand curve is horizontal to x-axis. This demand curve is perfectly elastic. Whatever will be the price at minimum price, buyer can get maximum quantity, and he can buy more and more quantity of goods and service. But in monopoly demand curve has a negative slope. Why negative slope? As there is a single seller at the market. If he hires the price, definitely buyers are not ready to buy their goods and service. His demand curve has a, I will show. Yes, for example, this initial price, this initial quantity. When single seller hires the price P1, definitely quantity demand will fall to Q1 when you hire the price. In monopoly market, demand curve has a negative slope. Similar in monopolistic competition, due to competition, when any seller lowers the price, definitely he will try to yes sold out more goods and services. This is DT curve. For example, this initial, this is P, this is Q. When any seller, where there are many sellers, when any seller lowers the price, definitely he will sold more goods and service. This is P to P1. He will go to P1. He will sold out more goods when he lowers the price. Means what you have to remember, what you have to keep in mind, in perfect competition, demand curve is horizontal to x-axis, demand curve is perfectly elastic. But in monopoly market, demand curve is a negative slope. As when any single seller hires the single seller hires the price, definitely demand will fall. In monopolistic competition, due to competition, when any seller lowers the price, definitely he will sold out more goods and services. Meaning demand curve has a negative slope. These are the three key concepts. If you make analysis of the paper in 225, this perfect competition, define perfect competition, what are the features of perfect competition was in what examination. You have to focus on these. There is another concept, oligopoly market, that I will take later on. I will now start, yes, production, third unit of class 12th. Yes, till that time, remember these concepts. Till that time, hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day.